Now, we come to the titles of the Arcanum in the realm of the Theosophical Ternary. 1. On the plane of the archetype's manifestations, we understand the Seal of Solomon to be a hint on the great law of analogy, methodos analogae. 2. On the plane of our human activity, this sign symbolizes that which we call freedom of human will, pentagrammatica libertas. 3. On nature's plane, we will join the analogy to the surroundings in which it manifests itself. These surroundings must have a double meaning. They may bind and join, but also divide and separate. Therefore, the third title will be Environment, Medium. It is necessary to analyze these three titles separately. The first, Methodus Analogae, develops from the equation number 13. 6 equals 3 plus 3. One accomplishment, third arcanum, is followed by another analogous accomplishment, again, 3. And these are the contents of the sixth arcanum. We can also express this arcanum very exactly by the words of the mystery of Hermes, Verba Secretorium Hermetis, forming the first part of the Emerald Tablets, the Hermetic Code of the ancient Egyptians. I am giving the full Latin text with its translation, because of the overwhelming importance of this initiatory formula already used in Lesson 4. True and not false, that is, absolutely true in the mental plane. Exact, that is, rightly transmitted forms without distortion of the astral cliches. And utterly true, that is, so convincing that it can be verified and tested on the physical plane by means of the sensory organs method of St. Thomas. What is below is analogous to what is above, and what is above is analogous to what is below, for the fulfillment of the miracle of the unique whole. This last sentence can also be translated as, in order to make possible penetration by the unique wholeness of things. This text hardly needs any further explanation. Its beginning is the pronouncement of the law of the three planes, and its ends is the classical formula for the law of analogy, so rich in consequences for an occultist. For example, basing our judgment on the organization of the human body, we may be able to get an idea of the organization of the solar system, in accordance with the Theosophical Ternary, which presents the ternary of the human torso, as explained in the previous lessons. Pentagrammatica libertas corresponds to equation number 14, 6 equals 4 plus 2, and equation number 15, 6 equals 2 plus 4. We read them as the sixth arcanum appearing as the result of the addition of the second arcanum, gnosis, or knowledge of the ways given for free choices, and the fourth arcanum, authority which shows us the right of free choice. And thus, we see the full picture of the problems of good and evil, subtle and gross, true and false, temporary and eternal, active and passive. All these happen so often in human lives. There is free choice, for both triangles are equal. But the Staros, Lingam, reminds us that the initiative for the choice of the evolutionary triangle gives us the impulse for higher activity, fecundating our imagination. The card for the Arcanum gives us a very clear and exact idea of the foregoing.